Starring Rex Allen Jr. and Lisa Stewart, along with Eddie Raven and Kathy Bailey, with special guest Jimmy Dean. And now, here are Rex and Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa Stewart.
And I'm Rex Allen Jr., and welcome to Yesteryear.
Tonight, we'll bring you a year full of sweet memories and songs that may take you to places you haven't been for a long, long time.
Now, we'll bring the music, and you bring the memories. And together, we'll go to places you may never want to leave.
We hear for the very first time about a brand new method of radio transmission called frequency modulation. We know it today as FM radio. Now, FM may not have been in wide use yet, but the AM part of our old table model or floor model was fast becoming the hot spot in any household. It was very personal when you let these far-off stars into your living room, so it wasn't uncommon for any family member to refer to their favorite show as my program. So when Grandpa said, my program comes on at 8 o'clock, you made room for him. It wasn't unusual that the family would gather around in a circle and watch this wonderful thing called radio. After all, we had the best to choose from. Bing Crosby, Burns and Allen, Blondie, The Shadow, Jack Armstrong, and Dick Tracy. In the afternoons, it might be soap time with One Man's Family, but late night it could be Benny Goodman. And you might hear the angels sing.
Sing the sweetest song I ever heard. You speak, and the angels sing. Or am I reading music into every word? Suddenly the setting is strange. I can see water and moonlight gleaming. Silver waves that break on some undiscovered shore. And suddenly I see it all change. Long winter nights with the candles gleaming. Through it all your face that I adore. You smile and the angels sing. And oh, it's just a gentle murmur at the start. And the angels sing and leave their music ringing in my heart. Suddenly the setting is strange. I can see water and moonlight gleaming. Silver waves that break on some undiscovered shore. Then suddenly I see it all change. Long winter nights with the candles gleaming. Through it all your face that I adore. You smile and the angels sing. And though it's just a gentle murmur at the start, we kiss and the angels sing and leave their music ringing in my heart.
President Roosevelt appealed to Hitler and Mussolini for a 10-year guarantee of peace, and Hitler mocked. as he called the roll of his future victims.
Litauen, Estland, Norwegen, Schweden, Dänemark, Niederlande, Belgien, Großbritannien, Irland, Frankreich, Portugal, Spanien, die Schweiz, Liechtenstein, Luxemburg, Polen, Ungarn, Rumänien, Jugoslawien.
The Reichstag roared.
The Golden Gate International Exposition begins in San Francisco, while the World's Fair opens in New York. Our president asked for $535 million for defense, and there was a good reason for that. A couple outlaws over in Europe signed a 10-year pact of steel. These two playful boys were Hitler and Mussolini. While Germany and Russia signed a non-aggression agreement, Poland surrenders to Nazi armies. One of America's all-time heroes, Charles Lindbergh, speaks out against intervention in Europe's affairs. So, we have to choose sides. Do we get involved because our friends Britain and France declare war on Germany? If we sit still and say it's none of our business, we're called isolationists. Just the same, we close our ports and waters to foreign submarines. We were feeling the pressure. The whole world was ready to blow up. A young newsman broadcast nightly about European situations. His name was Edward R. Murrow. He gave us the picture. It was up to us whether we were undecided. First you say you do, and then you don't. Then you said you will, and then you won't. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do? Now you wanna play, and then it's no. Then you say you stay, and then it's go. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do? I've been sitting on a fence, and it doesn't make much sense, but you leave me in suspense, and you know it. Then you promise to return. When you don't, I really burn. Well, I guess I'll never learn, and I show it. Oh, if you got a heart, and if you're kind, then don't keep us apart. Make up your mind. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do? Oh,
first you say you do, and then you don't. Then you say you will, and then you won't.
You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you wanna play, and then it's no. When you say you stay, that's when you go.
You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I've been sitting on a fence, and it doesn't make much sense, but you leave me in suspense, and you know it. When you promise to return, when you don't, I really burn. Well, I guess I never learn, and I show it. Oh, if you got a heart, and if you're kind, then don't keep us apart. Make up your mind. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna
take it away, man. I've been sitting on a fence, and it doesn't make much sense, cause you keep me in suspense, and you know it. Then you promise to return. When you don't, I really burn. Well, I guess I'll never learn, and I show it. Whoa! If you got a heart, and if you're kind, then don't keep us apart. Pick up your mind. Oh, you're undecided now, so what are you gonna do?
A German plane dropped its bombs on Puck, a tiny Polish fishing village. Words were ended. Only acts remained. War had begun. First Great Britain, then France declared war on a German army which had been preparing for it for almost 10 years.
All bashful James Stewart, the quite fabulous Mr. Charles Lawton, Scarlett O'Hara, her glorious self, Vivian Lee, distinguished scion of distinguished father, Douglas Fairbanks Jr. But who's going to win? Vivian Lee and Laurence Olivier wonder with me. So do Mickey Rooney and MGM's E.J. Mannix. Gorgeous Hetty eyes that table, and with Judy Garland, Norma Shearer, and George Raft, anxiously awaits the Academy's momentous decision.
There were some fun things happening this yesteryear. It seems that King Tut had a trumpet made of gold and silver and a smaller one made of copper. They were played on a radio broadcast. You don't find that unusual? Well, I forgot to mention they were 3,297 years old.
It's the first year we put nylon stockings on the market. Packard has the first air-conditioned automobile, and we now have transatlantic airmail and an electric slicing knife.
And Gene Autry sang South of the Border in a movie by the same title.
And here tonight to sing it is our very special guest, Mr. Jimmy Dean.
South of the border, down Mexico way. That's where I fell in love while stars above came out to play. And now as I wonder, my thoughts ever stray. South of the border, down Mexico way. Well, she was a picture in old Spanish lace, and for a tender while I kissed a smile upon her face, for it was fiesta, and we were so gay. South of the border, down Mexico way. And she sighed as she whispered mañana, never dreaming that we were parting. And I lied as I whispered mañana, for our tomorrow never came. South of the border, I rode back one day. There in a veil of white, by candlelight, she knelt to pray. The mission bells told me that I mustn't stay. South the border, down Mexico way.
The Academy Award for the best performance of an actress in supporting role to Hattie McDaniel.
And I shall always hold it as a beacon for anything that I may be able to do in the future. I sincerely hope I shall always be a credit to my race and to the motion picture industry. My heart is too full to tell you just how I feel. And may I say thank you and God bless you.
We were moving right along. After all, when you're making 62 cents an hour, what do you have to worry about? 8 million people unemployed. Al Capone is released from prison, and gangster Louis Lepke surrenders to columnist Walter Winchell. Maybe we had more to worry about than I thought. This yesteryear came through again with great music. In fact, it was a time when a great song might be interpreted for you by several artists. So it could have been Larry Clinton, Jimmy Dorsey, Guy Lombardo, Bing Crosby, or Artie Shaw. But it came out in Deep Purple. In the deep purple falls, garden walls, and stars begin
for the finest interpretation by an actress.
Need I say it is a privilege and an honor to announce this winner, Miss Vivian Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, please forgive me if my words are inadequate in thanking you for your very great kindness. If I were to mention all those who've shown me such wonderful generosity through Gone with the Wind, I should have to entertain you with an oration as long as Gone with the Wind itself.
The White House, as if peace were in our hands, and not in the hands of those who wanted no peace, who worshiped war. Into this free debate trooped the agents of the aggressors, for they too were permitted to speak in our democracy. They wore Hitler's uniforms, but they wrapped themselves in the American flag. They preached the doctrine of racial and class hatred, for Hitler had said America could be conquered from within.
We see the clouds over Europe and almost everything that touches us. The World's Fair in New York has the title The World of Tomorrow. It has exhibitions from almost every country except Germany. Oh, we were still swallowing goldfish on college campuses, roller skating, and telling knock-knock jokes. But in the back of our minds, we knew where we were headed. It came to us when we least expected it. You could certainly never expect it from someone called the Songbird of the South. That, of course, was Kate Smith, whose radio show, Kate Smith's Bandwagon, premiered this yesteryear. Then along comes the writer of America's greatest love songs, Irving Berlin, with a song he'd written and kept since World War I. He must have thought it was time for the U.S. to stand up and be counted, because that's what we did when Kate Smith sang, God Bless America.
Toledo, besieged for 70 days, hit by 10,000 shells and dynamite bombs and blown up by high explosive. But now, those are soldiers of the relieving force. General Franco, savior of the defenders of the Alcazar, receiving his reward. The complete triumph of the rebels will make him dictator of Spain.
It was a year of favorites, and it seemed everybody had a chance to say who or what they liked best. Now, everybody had a favorite big band singer. Oh, you don't know exactly what that means? Well, it was the guy or gal who stepped up to the microphone in the middle of a big band concert and sang their solo. Sometimes the song would jump out and be a hit, and sometimes the singer would stand out. Some of the most popular this yesteryear were Jack Leonard, Kenny Sargent, Harry Bobbitt, Skinny Ennis, Bob Crosby, that's the brother of Bing, and Perry Como. Now, if some of these aren't all that familiar, let's put them with the bands they arrived in town with. Tommy Dorsey, Glenn Gray, Kay Kaiser, and Ted Weems. They filled our airways with every kind of mood music, dance music, swing, or just plain listening that we would ever need. So if I say, here's a little novelty number from long, long ago and far away by Al Donahue, you might not guess that it was Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those creepers? Oh, those weepers, how they hypnotize. Gosh, I'll get up, how they get so lit. Gosh, I'll get up, how they get that side. Golly gee, when you turn those heaters on, woe is me. I gotta put my cheaters on. Hey, Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those papers? Oh, those weepers, how they hypnotize. Where'd you get those eyes? Take it away, boy. Oh, yes. Golly gee, when you turn those heaters on, woe is me. I gotta put my cheaters on. Hey, Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those papers? Oh, those weepers, how they hypnotize. Where'd you get those eyes? Where'd you get those eyes?
Do you remember how many children were born at the same time to a certain family up in Canada? Do you remember that? All right, let's see if you do. Count them on your right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? Well, that's absolutely correct.
Why, he's almost human.
If he wasn't so big, I'd take him for an engineer. Well, we've always heard about the golden age of Hollywood, and most film scholars will agree this yesteryear was the best. If the others were gold, this was 24 karat. They just didn't make any bad ones. It seemed like all of them were classics. Gone with the Wind, Wuthering Heights, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, Dark Victory, and The Hunchback of Notre Dame. We said howdy to Stagecoach and goodbye to Mr. Chips. And if that wasn't enough, we traveled with Dorothy and Toto to see The Wizard of Oz. The story goes that first choice to play Dorothy was child star Shirley Temple. But I think we'll all agree on one thing. When it came time to sing, Judy Garland was the right choice. Nobody but Judy could soar somewhere over the rainbow.
Skies troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't
You are over the rainbow, in a fantastic land of tiny people half your size. A land of flying monkeys and the Wicked Witch of the West. A land of danger and excitement. A scarecrow that dances. A lion that sings. A tin man that talks. A wizard that whizzes. And Dorothy. And you. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz.
Maybe it's time we give you a little sports update on this edition of Yesteryear. The Yankees took Cincinnati 4-1 in the World Series. They had a little help from a fellow called the Yankee Clipper, Mr. Joe DiMaggio, who was batting, are you ready, 381. A retirement ceremony, and Lou Gehrig tells the world he's the luckiest man alive. Boston shows up with a rookie that we're going to hear a little bit about, the splendid splinter, Ted Williams. Green Bay takes the NFL title, and Bobby Riggs wins the U.S. Open. And the very first year that we see NCAA postseason championship. It was also the year that we started hearing about an old Texas fiddle boy. He had a great band that folks are still trying to sound like. The band, Bob Wills, the song, San Antonio Rose. Ha! Deep within my heart lies a melody, song of old San Antonio, where in dreams I live with a memory, 'neath the stars all alone. It was there I found beside the Alamo enchantment strange as the blue moon up above. Oh, that moonlit past that only she would know still hears my broken song of love. Moon in all your splendor knows only my heart. Call back my rose of San Antonio. Lips so sweet and tender, black petals falling apart. Speak once again on my love. Oh, broken songs and empty words I know live in my heart all alone. And that moonlit path by the Alamo and rose my rose of San Antonio. Moon in all your splendor knows only my heart. Call back my roses, San Antonio. Lips so sweet and tender, like petals falling apart. Speak once again of my love, my old broken song. Empty words I know live in my heart all alone. And that moonlit past that only she would know. And rose my rose of San Antonio. Rose my rose of San Antonio.
For today in New York's Yankee Stadium is Lou Gehrig Appreciation Day, and the National Pastime tenders him tribute reserved for sports immortals. Then the Yankees of 1927, mightiest of all, with Wally Pitt, Babe Ruth, and Tony Lazzeri, but a greater pair than this the game can hardly hope to see.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Kathy, I'll give you some lady news. No, not necessarily news for ladies, but news about ladies. Clara Adams was the first woman to fly around the world. Columbia University seniors chose Madeleine Carroll as the woman they'd like to be shipwrecked with because she can speak French. Then they chose Hedy Lamarr and don't give a reason. I think I understand that one, though.
Well, the gossip about the guys was that Robert Deney won the Oscar when the odds-on favorite was Clark Gable. They thought Clark had the inside track. After all, they had even lifted the Hollywood production code so Rhett Butler could say, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Oh.
After losing the Oscar, it's a good thing that he didn't.
No matter how you got along in life or in the movies, we all had someplace we'd like to be.
Sammy Kaye said it for all of us. We're happy in my blue heaven.
Yeah.
When whippoorwills call, evening is night, I hurry to my blue heaven.
Turn to the right, a little white light, will lead you to my blue heaven.
You'll see a smiling face at fireplace, a cozy room.
A little nest that's nestled where the roses bloom.
Just smiling at me.
And baby makes three. We're happy in my blue heaven.
You'll see a smiling face, a fireplace, a cozy room. A little
nest that's nestled where the roses bloom.
Just smiling at me.
And baby makes three. We're happy in my blue heaven. We're happy in my
The submarine Squalus lies on the ocean bottom off Portsmouth, New Hampshire. 59 men are trapped inside as rescue vessels, led by the Falcon, locate the sub and prepare to send down a newly developed rescue bell. Recently commissioned, the Squalus dived with an air intake valve opened. Disaster followed. However, the rescue device works well, and 33 of the crew of 59 are brought to the surface.
Nice old geezer with an hosticle.
Sees my Mrs. Sexy Stopper.
And a very gentle Bonnie Why? What a cheer all the night is cried. Oh, you're gonna meet Bill, and you're off the street, Bill. Love, right, but I didn't die. I'm not with the old kid
Well, you've got all the clues and heard all the songs, and we're down to the end of the game.
So right or wrong, it's time to find out just how close you came.
Silk stockings were out and nylons were in.
At the box office, Mickey Rooney was top of the line.
Glenn Miller's orchestra had put us all in the mood.
And Memories Last Forever from 1939.
Come and listen to the radio station where the mighty hosts of heaven sing. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on.
If you want to hear the songs of Zion coming from the land of endless spring, get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on. And listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on. And glory share. Turn the lights down low. And listen to the Masters Radio. Get in touch with God. Get in touch with God.
Turn your radio on.
Turn your radio on. Listen to the songs of the fathers and mothers and the many friends gone long before. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on.
Some eternal morning we shall meet them over on the Hallelujah shore. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on.
And listen to the music in the air.
Turn your radio on.
And glory share.
Turn the lights down low.
And listen to the Masters Radio. Get in touch with God. Get in touch with God.
Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on.
And listen to the music in the air.
Turn your radio on.
And glory share.
Turn the lights down low.
And listen to the Masters Radio. Get in touch with God. Get in touch with God.
Turn your radio on.
Trilon and Perisphere were the theme in April of 1939 when the great New York World's Fair opened its gates to the first of millions of visitors. Set on a 1,200-acre site in Flushing, the exposition had as its theme, Building the World of Tomorrow. Opening day ceremonies were headed by the President of the United States, who formally opened the fair on the 150th anniversary of George Washington's inauguration as president.
Jimmy Dean and Eddie Raven and Kathy Bailey.
And we want to thank 1939 for all of the music and the memories. Good night, Miss Stewart.
And good night, Mr. Allen.
And good night to another yesteryear.
Everything we ever had together
provided by Budget Rental Car. Budget, the official host. Call Wilson World Hotel, Kissimmee, Florida, and ask for the Wally Wallaby special package rate of $39.99 per night.
The Charlie Daniels